A golden scale awaited it in the shadows. On one side, a heart. On the other, a feather. Only the lightest hearts passed this magical test. Why did the ancient Egyptians believe in this strange weighing? Let's find out. Sandstorms once swept across a land filled with giant stone triangles reaching for the sky. Strange animal-headed gods watched from painted walls as the Nile River twisted through the desert. People here wondered what really waited beyond their last breath. The ancient Egyptians were sure death was not the end. It was just the beginning of a whole new adventure. The Egyptians pictured the afterlife as a place even better than Earth. They imagined green fields that never dried out, tables always filled with fresh bread, and rivers sparkling under the sun. You could run, play, and explore forever without ever feeling tired or hungry. It was like the ultimate playground where everyone felt happy and full of energy. But not everyone got in right away. They believed your soul had to leave your body and travel through a wild land filled with puzzles and surprises. Some stories said you might meet talking animals or cross rivers guarded by magical creatures. Here's something wild. People thought you could even bring your favorite faves with you, like toys or pets, to enjoy forever. But before you could enjoy this magical world, there was an important test waiting for every soul. At the end of the journey, Egyptians pictured you standing in front of powerful gods for the weighing of the heart. They believed your heart was placed on one side of a giant golden scale. On the other side sat a magical feather called the feather of truth. If your heart felt light, it meant you had been kind and honest. The lighter your heart, the closer you got to the happy afterlife. But here's the twist. If your heart weighed more than the feather, it meant you carried too many bad deeds. Egyptians thought this was the ultimate test, and nobody could trick the scale. That's why people tried hard to be fair, helpful, and honest every day. Passing the test meant endless fun in the next world. But even before the big test, there was something else Egyptians had to prepare carefully. Egyptians wanted your soul to feel right at home in the afterlife, so they wrapped bodies up as mummies. It was almost like tucking your favorite toy in a soft blanket to keep it safe. Priests placed each mummy in a tomb, but they added a ton of extras. They packed the tomb with food, toys, and treasures, just like grabbing snacks and games for a long road trip. Some tombs held colorful paintings or even pet animals. Egyptians believed you'd want all your favorite things when you woke up in the next world. They worked hard to protect everything, making sure you'd be ready for the greatest adventure ever. So, what does all this tell us about the ancient Egyptians and how they saw life and death? Egyptians believed that death was just the start of a magical new journey. They practiced kindness and honesty, hoping to do well in the world after this one. Their story reminds us how big our dreams can be when we use our imagination and get ready for the future. From pyramids to mummies, we traveled through a land full of wonder and mystery. Thanks for joining this adventure. Next time for even more amazing discoveries.